We're only selectively plainest here.
This is just what I'm used to, so.
Whatever
No,
you're used to.
you're fine, man. Giving you a hard time.
What's your guys' maneuvering speed?
Maneuvering speed?
Faster than the Cessna.
What do we usually cruise at?
20.
120.
120, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll keep up then.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Is anyone else at 540 feet above sea level?
Currently,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep, no,
What
I
it
got that
shows.
too.
It's a bit
540.
strange, but
Uh,
density altitude? I don't know.
It shows me at 360.
I see Wolf at, yeah, I see you at 542 here. I got myself at 16 though.
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly above. It's just because the 3011 it looks like on the.
Yeah, I got 3011. We are on the ocean, right?
We are.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
They do it differently down here in New
yes.
Zealand, apparently.
It's upside down, isn't it? That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Alright, gentlemen. That's time. Feel free to depart.
Look at that sunrise.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
That is not what I want. There we go.
Nice sunrise.
Yep.
Oh, geez, we've got to climb again, haven't
I think it's like 7,500, I think, for the majority of the route.
It's not real high.
Yeah.
A lot of kit foxes this week. It's nice.
Yeah, I'm trying out the new prop physics, see how I like them.
Yeah, I just spent like 3 hours trying to update this stupid thing.
The kit fox?
Yeah, the mod manager keeps crashing on me. Like I had to uninstall and reinstall like 3 times.
That's weird. I was having that issue with AccuSeasons on Thursday. Like it would not load. It would get to the main app, and then it would immediately crash, and I couldn't do anything about it. And I don't know if it updated itself or what, but this morning it worked.
Yeah,
So I was
yeah,
like, that's
so-
weird.
The server was down Thursday day evening, your time, I think. They were updating all the servers.
Oh, and that just causes the app to crash. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I've still got to manually put AccuSeasons folder into my content XML before I start the sim. Otherwise, it's not there. It isn't loaded.
What?
Yeah, there's a screw up on a
weird.
file name somewhere.
That's weird.
Man, well, if I never get to keep up with you.
Oh, is that? Yeah, I guess I'm not going super fast right now. I got 109 on the tape.
Oh, you're fine. Keep it there. I'll catch up.
But no, usually I'm like fighting to keep up with any of the pack, and I lag behind. Today I'm like right with Wolf, and I'm never ever hardly with Wolf.
I'm right below you.
Yeah, Monday and Thursday in Bush League we're up into the Himalayas now, so I'm like, oh, is this all the higher we're going? Okay. There's some really awesome spots at lower altitude that we came across, so it'd be great to go back and revisit, and smaller like cubs and stuff.
What were you in?
What's that?
What were you in?
Oh, we're all flying 208s and Kodiaks right now, just because the majority of the altitudes are way above the service ceiling for like the X Cubs and stuff, at least to make a meaningful headway in a decent amount of time. So
True.
By the way, remember when I said last time that I had a problem with the Kitfox drifting to the right?
is it drifting to the left now?
Yeah, a little bit, but that's normal, I guess. No, I think the problem was really the new prop physics. I went back to the old mod. For
That's
stage
fine
2,
now.
and now it's working perfectly just as it used to. So I'm guessing it was really the new physics in combination with this new mod.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that doesn't surprise me at all. I've
Yeah.
definitely got some right drift.
Well, you also got someone chewing on your tail.
Right.
Well, from here, Dark, it looks like you've mounted him.
Poor Dark Wolf.
No. Not that close. Not on my screen. No, doesn't happen.
Tommy, Mount Beavis.
But saw someone who had last time when we were taking off. Someone was on top of a static plane.
Jeez. Hello.
Hold on.
Hello.
Have you guys gotten to KXCH yet?
Negative. We're currently en route to Zulu Mike
No,
November.
he's talking about the airport that I made.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Still too early for me.
Come by.
I checked it out.
Come by tomorrow.
I'd love to do that, but it's I have a conflict at that time.
Understandable.
Time. I have big problems with trying to convert Zulu time to Central.
It'll be 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. 12:30 to 1 Eastern Standard.
Oh, it's 11.
So
Ah,
11:30 to 12 Central.
Yeah. Yep.
I might be able to.
About 2
drop by.
hours later, I'd be there.
Yeah, I should be able to. drop by.
Understandable. There will
What
be
time is
other
it, Dark?
times.
Sorry.
Zulu time or
Yeah, Zulu.
1630 to 1700 Zulu is the fly-in time. So that's when you want to schedule your arrival time between that point. So you fly in from wherever, obviously, and then get there between those two times. And then we're hoping to do maybe some organized stole drag, some landing comp, or whatever you want. Park up, watch, and then the group will be departing at a determined time by Kando, flying to Death Valley, where the group will, I believe, end its flight, or they'll just continue on from there. It's up to Kando.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
from here to Death Valley?
No, tomorrow during the fly-in, we'll fly
Unless you're on slow
from
mode. Or MNSR.
the Lake Bed Airport.
Carry water.
That was weird. The hell was that?
Nice barrel roll, Dark Wolf.
Thanks. What was weird?
I was looking down at my PFD and like this little like I don't think that there was. I don't think there was any light that came in the cockpit because we're flying into it, but like this like little thing of light like shot across my PFD across my moving map. I'm like, what the hell was that?
I did a barrel roll behind you. I don't know if the
I mean,
channels are screwed up.
I mean,
Would you
maybe.
like to report a UFO?
Yeah, I need to report a UFO. It's like that was really weird. Yeah, your landing light must have just came in the cockpit just right, and I was like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, because I was like really close when I barrel rolled behind you.
Yeah, that must have been what it was. That
Do it
was
again.
super odd. Yeah.
Do it again.
Do it again.
All right, hold on. All right, let me get.
So I'm right behind you, so.
That's too funny.
Right.
Yeah, the angle won't be right again. It was just one of those things that just happened just right.
Don't hit the mountain.
Yeah,
I'm back
don't hit
up.
the mountains here.
I'm above Wolf right now.
Yeah, I saw you back there.
I'm fine. I'm overloaded, and this Kit Fox is flying like a dream.
Yeah,
Yeah, they fly really well.
I still don't have anything bound to my aileron trim though, so I need to get me. Let's see, what's our altitude now? 80.
84.
80.
I got 83.
Let's see, nav, altitude, autopilot.
Autopilot.
That's cheating.
See what our a little bit of crosswind.
Mm-hmm.
Bumping a bit.
It is a bit bumpy, you're right. Not too bad. No. Like we got a touch and go. We'll have to dive for possibly
Alright.
the base of the mountains coming up in 22 nautical miles.
Yeah. Probably gonna have to get a little bit more altitude. I don't think I'm gonna clear this
Probably.
ridge line above us or in front of us here. Let's see.
I think I
Valleys
might-
before.
Yeah, valleys are fine too. Yeah.
You might be
I don't know.
good.
Maybe it's hard to say. I don't think little nav map always completely coincides properly with
Correct.
the elevation data.
Reality.
Yeah. Because it
Right.
looks like I'll clear on little nav map, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We'll see.
But
We'll see if we get closer.
Who are you gonna believe, little nav map or your lion eyes?
Right, yeah. Here.
Terrain radar on the Kodiak says we'll clear it.
Okay.
But there again, I took off at 540 feet next to the ocean. So,
Right. Right, yeah. Yeah, I wish that the G3X had the relative terrain option.
I just
Yeah,
switched
okay.
my. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say in the Kodiak it's got the relative altitude.
Yeah.
So everything goes red as you take off, and then it goes yellow and then green as you get further and further above it. So if there's a big blob of red ahead of you, you know you need to step up.
Yeah, I usually
Although I do
run.
dice with it a bit.
Like,
No.
I can VS up fast when I need to.
right, yeah.
I was half tempted to bring my DC-6 today.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you should have. I'd have brought mine. That would have been hilarious.
But I got a problem whenever I use the auto the artificial intelligence.
Oh, the AFE guy on the tablet.
Yeah, the AFE guy. Every time I come in for a landing, my number 1 engine's feathered.
That's
Oh.
weird.
That is weird.
Have you repaired it recently?
I did in midair because I was having.
You
I
can't
saw a
do
lot
that.
Of, like unhappy things.
Yeah, I mean,
George out on the wing, you guys.
He's out on the wing.
Gremlins.
I was trying to see if that would fix it.
Yeah,
Weird.
there's always been quirks with number 1 engine on that, and it's always something weird, and usually a reboot clears it, and then you never see it again until it happens, and then it's like, yeah, there's no pattern to it.
It's happened every flight that I've flown that in, though.
It's weird.
I
What
think it's
aircraft?
tied to the DC-6.
DC-6.
Ah,
I think it's tied to the AFE, though.
Might be.
Usually it's AFE enables the auto feather, and then when you're on the ground, if you give it too much gas, you'll set it, and then it'll wind up feathering number 1 when you throttle back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
also-
that screws it all up. So if you use AFE, just turn off auto feather once he turns it on, and it'll quit doing that.
I'll check. Yeah, I was gonna. I read that on a forum post somewhere, so I was gonna check that out next time I flew.
Yeah, and obviously engine number 1 is bound to all your controls that you use normally. So if you've got a feather control normally on every other aircraft, it'll fight with the auto feather as well.
I don't have a feather control though, so
That's what you
That's not
that's what
fighting.
you think.
not that I fine. Not that I'm aware of.
If you check under your desk, there's a little rotary encoder under there, and you keep bashing it with your knee. That's what it is.
Yeah. Right.
It's like every time I climb out of my sim rig, I always knock my trim control, so it goes full nose down.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Let's see here.
Let's go camping in midair.
Yeah.
Just happened to look back and my camping gear lit up in my kit box. I was like, it's like, let's go camping. I was like, in midair. No, I don't think so.
You can actually do that, or at least you could. If you switch the engine off in mid-air,
Oh,
and
yeah.
click on the tent, it will actually move outside, and you'll see it disappear behind you. I don't know if it fixed it, but I know that in
thought
one
they
of the first
did.
versions,
Yeah, they did.
possible.
And there she goes.
You said you could rip the doors off and put them back on.
Yeah, you can. Open the doors on the flight, it'll rip off, and you can put them back on once you've landed. Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Sometimes it works, and sometimes it
Not so much.
says that they work, and they're invisible, but they'll rip off eventually again.
Sometimes they're just sketchy.
Yeah. I'd recommend not ripping your doors off in flight, unless you
Right.
really hate the quiet.
I mean, it's pretty quiet. I have headphone simulation on.
Yeah, then it'll be really quiet.
Nuka Point Lodge.
Oh, you gotta hate it when you lose connection.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill the autopilot here, drop down into this valley.
Alright, guys, I'm flying from Boulder City. Should be there in about half an hour. Just gonna get a free flight going.
Big Boulder City.
He's just had two people do it like a 12,000 foot per minute drop in front of me.
Yep. We're doing a touch and go.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Right behind you. Kind of.
Barber pulled.
Yeah, me too.
Is this dirt, is it?
It looks like grass. Possibly dirt.
Copy.
Really?
Could be gravel. Or sand. There's a whole thing. It could be snow for all.
Yeah, it looks like snow from
So
here.
far with our general experience with New Zealand, I'm gonna go dirt or gravel.
Anyone flying the Cody? Or somebody?
It'd be
It'd be
DNS,
in.
yeah.
Nice. You can't really stall it that much, but
Oh, you sure
Oh
can.
yeah.
That's,
You
I
know-
would
oh, you
argue
can, but you can't, like,
otherwise.
you're not gonna win a competition taking off in 10 feet.
No, 72 feet, maybe. That's my record at least. Well, I think
let's-
68 is.
Where?
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, it's right in front of us.
Oh yeah, it's definitely dirt.
No, it's grass.
Actually, like a cross one, right? Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's an X.
Yeah. A little fast here. Doesn't want to come down. There it goes.
Doink.
There we go.
I didn't see shit, man. What are you guys landing on?
Welcome to New
Probably.
Zealand.
Are you sure
Yeah.
there's an airport there?
Yep.
It's definitely there.
Definitely there.
Airport might be a little bit over exaggerated.
yeah,
Yeah. Place to land, maybe.
yeah. So we went out there with a machete and cleared some of the
Oh,
underbrush out. That's about it.
You better not scratch my paint, Dart.
Is that better?
That's better.
Back off.
Who's using the NXI? I've been trying to set an altitude hold on the NXI system. I can't seem to Set an altitude on autopilot.
I mean, it was working for me yesterday.
What are you?
Worked for me today.
What exactly are you doing?
Setting an altitude hold for the cruise to the
Mhm.
airport.
Are you just not able to get up to your altitude, or is it passing through the altitude you've got set?
No,
or-
it doesn't even show what altitude I'm setting it to. I go to the wheel and versus hold or.
Well, that's weird.
I have no idea.
Guys, I don't see any damn airport here.
Just
you have to
land
believe it's there,
between
Expo.
the grass and the river.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Kind of brown.
I got it. It's,
I was gonna
it's
say
about
it's one of
20
those
yards, 20 yards off my starboard wing. I'm gonna touch down next to it and say I did it.
That's close enough.
Close enough.
New Zealand, it's fine.
Yeah.
Looks like the whole area is one big airport anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you land or hit, it will come.
We don't need no stinking runway.
This is correct.
We got
Flaps
push
up.
wheels. Oh, pardon. We have push wheels. We don't need no runways.
Great.
We can land in a
Runway.
Asobo water, maybe.
These generic Asobo rivers just drive me up the wall, especially with the way the sun's hitting them right now. You got all this water out here in these plains, and it's just like these little strips
Yeah, little strips.
zigzagging around.
Gotta land in them.
I'd almost prefer them just to remove them. It's just like I don't need these.
I can think of them as like a simulated floodplain or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're not flying into Nevada? You're flying to New Zealand?
Yeah,
now?
no, Nevada's tomorrow.
Oh, right. That actually works better for me anyway. I gotta head out in a bit, but I'll definitely do that flying.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, we'll see you there.
What time tomorrow?
16:30 Zulu or 10:30 to or 12:30 to 1
That
Eastern.
would be a
So about right
11:30
now. So about right
Eastern.
now, tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
right about
15:30
right now.
Zulu.
17:30.
Oh,
Six-
17:30.
No,
Oh,
no,
so
no,
that's-
no, no, no,
that's-
no, no, no. 16:30 to 1700 Zulu, 1630 to 1700 Zulu, or right now to 30 minutes from now tomorrow.
10 a.m. tomorrow. Got it.
Sounds good.
Unless
Yeah,
you happen to be flying on the moon.
Gary's up there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
where he
That's
went.
where he
To the
went.
moon.
Yeah.
For you guys in Europe, remember it's gonna be summertime tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
fun time.
Yep.
That'll be me absolutely knackered for a whole week.
Well, in the U.S. they're planning to make it year-round, and I don't think it's a good idea, actually.
I'd
I
rather
don't
go.
mind the switch.
I'd rather go
Planning to do it
standard
here
time.
too.
Yeah, it's just that those December mornings, and it's like doesn't get light out till 9 o'clock. I mean, especially if you lived in like northern Michigan, which is Eastern time, but like western Eastern time, western part of the Eastern time zone, you get really bad.
So it's your right for living up there then, isn't it?
No, but I'm saying that if you live in the westernmost boundary of a time zone, you're gonna have the worst of it, those late sunrises.
Yeah, I mean,
Because the sun doesn't care.
No.
we could just go back to local time zones. Every town has its own time zone.
Yeah.
God.
Well, that was okay for like the 18th century.
Yeah, still made training timetables difficult.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's what started it, I think.
And
Yeah.
think about webcodes and stuff like that.
No.
Well, I'll be looking forward to that here in Alaska. Oh, gee, look, it doesn't get light until 1:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's different. I mean, they're used to that, or they know that's what it's.
Yeah, but who lives in Alaska anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Crazy,
true.
crazy people live up there.
Yeah.
They deserve what they get.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think in every part of the world, the amount of people living in there is basically just decided by the nature of the location. So there's always gonna be some people there if there's actually able to sustain, life.
It's just all bears and pilots up there.
Yeah.
Well,
just
I
bear-
mean,
That's it.
I mean,
and some
no
bears that are pilots.
Mhm.
I mean, no one has clocks and watches in Alaska anyway, do they?
Right.
What's
This
the
is
watch?
just yeah. My watch says noon, and looks like midnight. This is clearly just
Yeah,
silly.
We
Oh, the
use,
clock!
This doesn't mean anything.
yeah, what's the device you use when you slide the beads to the other side of the board? That's what we use.
Abacus.
Abacus. Yeah.
Abacus. Use an abacus to keep track of time up there.
Yeah, keep track of all 34 minutes of sunlight per day.
Well,
Yeah, but in the summertime, it's
Yeah,
depending on where you are in Alaska.
34 minutes of night.
Yeah.
so if you live in Barrow, then the sun will go down in about or first week in November, and those folks won't see it again until like the second week of March. So it's
January.
24
No,
hours.
it's not that far. It's I think till the end of January.
Yeah, that would be a little more. I mean, I only live down here near Anchorage, so that's enough for me. But living in Barrow would be like, yeah, no, you guys can have that.
Yeah. I have family in Kodiak.
Oh, boy.
I actually was just doing a flight here in Denali National Park. We actually landed those. You ever those Savage Carbons?
Yeah,
We landed on top of Mount Denali. We actually got them up there.
yeah, we've done that.
Been there, done that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gar-
Gary.
Gary's up there still.
We all got the certificate, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, that reminds me, I still don't have my certificate.
Well, you better get it. I still need to frame mine. Well, I need to print it out first and then frame it, of course.
Well, anyways, is this New Zealand airport also like a custom-made airport I have to download, or is it?
Nope. Nope.
I don't think
Not
there's any
this
customs
time.
on this
Yeah.
route.
There might be on leg 8. And you'll want to bring something lighter and stole capable. Not
The
that
leg 8 dragon.
Yeah, for leg 8, I've got some stole plans. And the Kodiak might be fine, but I'd recommend something lighter, maybe.
Definitely bring in the DC-6 then.
Sounds good. It's up
How about
to
an
you.
F-35 VTOL?
Yeah, technically, yes.
707.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking Airbus.
Well, I mean,
Airbus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
380 or
Airbus.
go out.
I would argue that the 747 is a bush plane because I've taken that to bush strips that most people probably wouldn't. So
Okay, so what
Lukla.
what airport should I meet you at?
our next airport is Darfield Airport, NZDF, November Zulu Delta Foxtrot.
Got it.
Yeah, we're only about 5 minutes out.
Yes, we are.
Make sure you're on West server.
9 minutes for me, but yeah, basically. You got enough time to load in and start up.
Oh, I'll be in a heartbeat. So you suggest a Kodiak or maybe a Savage?
Kodiak, Carbon Cub, Savage Cub,
Gravel.
Kitbox, Gravel,
X-Cup.
X Cub, NX Cub, Monster NX Cub.
Yeah, we got lots of choices.
You can do whatever you want. As long as you can keep up and land short.
Yeah, as long as you
Oh,
maintain
this Kodiak can do it. You got
120.
reverse thrust, you got beta, you got everything on this.
Yeah. We got one of those here.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have any problem
You might-
landing it really short.
You might get some complaints if you bring the Kodiak, but you know, you can bring it.
Because you
Oh,
put
just
the
make fun of
reversed or in
Make
midair.
fun of
don't
the
you?
whiny ass turbine.
Yeah.
I landed a DC-10 on Meeksfield in FSX.
There's some pretty good
I think that
add-on aircraft for MiGs for the new.
someone got a 727 on Meigs Field in real life. That was like the largest I think they landed.
Crazy.
Maybe we should do that for the last leg of New Zealand. Is you have to fly an aircraft you never normally fly, or even better, an aircraft you've never flown.
Oh god.
Oh, easy, the Icon A5. Well, I have flown it like early on when the sim was out, but not
The
recently.
Icon with the mod that makes it, you know, the performance mod, makes it really nice on water. Like, it's one of the nicer aircraft on water that I've tried. I've yet to try the
Doesn't fly
Goose,
bad
but
with the mods either. So.
no. Without it, it's kind of, well, it's not much.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's iconic.
It's a Sobo bush plane, apparently.
Get out.
Get out.
So,
I'm
hey, I
loading
mean-
in, so I'll just
Don't
wait
get up.
for-
I'll see
you
myself
there.
out.
I mean, in the loading screen on the Bush flights picture, it has the DA-62, which is absurd. But that's what a Sobo feels is
Yeah, I
a
saw
Bush
that
plane.
with the new update.
Baglow's Cessna is pretty good too.
Yeah. That's a decent one.
After
The
tail dragger
170B
last
is good. Sal's 170B is good. Y'all getting this dense cloud?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Got a little bit of dense cloud action.
Yeah,
Alright.
a little bit of chop. Not
Beats
bad.
the popcorn clouds. So.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
If you fly high enough, you won't see them. they only seem to spawn at a certain altitude. Like most of the Himalayas, we didn't. The last few days up there, we haven't seen them until we got down a little bit lower. Got visual on Railer.
That's me.
Yep.
So the next airport is after this, so I can find a flight plan.
It's a lot of waypoints, basically.
I'll just follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
The next airport is our destination, looks like.
There are some in between.
all waypoints.
The rest are
So-
waypoints, yeah.
So we stop in here.
We can. It's 38 minutes into the flight.
Ah.
We could
Or
just
we
land in
can
the field.
find
It's
somewhere.
TNG, I
Yeah.
could just get back in the air. You don't have to stop. I could just get up.
Right, we
Yeah,
usually we do a stopping
land
point halfway through. Do we want to land there, or do we want to find a place in the mountains?
I would say
Yeah.
let's find some place.
Let's
Be
find
alright.
some place on the way.
All right,
Keep it interesting.
Let's do some actual bush flying.
of course.
There you go.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Hey, DN,
Yeah.
when you were doing your 7 continents, do you, when I was looking at your flight plan or your Volanta screenshot that you posted, is that is every airport that you stopped at recorded there? So did you
Yeah.
So did you stop and shut down, or how did you get it
No.
register each one?
To register, and Volanta doesn't always get it immediately, is you got to touch down on the runway, or you touch down in the vicinity and you apply the parking brake off the runway. So basically all I was doing was coming to a almost stop on a runway, running off onto the grass or a taxiway, and sticking the handbrake on, and that seemed to register that your flight was finished.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna follow where I can see.
But I had to land in Belize like 3 times before it would register it.
Oh, weird. Yeah, because generally what I won't do, like I'll do, you know, multiple flights and stuff during the day rather than, and like mine, like it won't, doesn't seem like it registers until the engine's shut down and it's like, okay, now your flight is complete and it'll register that airport.
Oh, that's weird.
Like if you're doing multiple airports,
Yeah,
you
if
know,
you're doing multiple legs in a single flight, then
right.
yeah. I mean, what I tend to do is, to, you know, it has that little scroll bar that comes on the bottom saying, you know, your flight is ending.
Uh-huh.
That when that's complete, that will record that single leg.
Yep.
And quite often, what I'll do is I'll just pull off the runway, and then I'll set a new. I'll actually escape out to the menu, set a new leg, and then fly again. But yeah, doing multiple legs in a single flight, Volanta's not very good at.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, it's just kind of annoying because I've sat down in multiple countries and it doesn't, you know, just I've had like a single stop in certain places, you know, and it's like hasn't registered them. But it is what it is. It's fine.
It is. I mean, it works.
Yeah, it's still a really nice visual logbook. That's for sure. I like it for that.
And the only problem is I've got 780 odd flights that I need to get rid of now.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Time to clean up the map.
Well, yeah, it used to be a case of you could just delete the aircraft in which you did those legs, and it would delete the flights.
Yeah.
But now all it does is delete the aircraft.
Right.
And all the flights are still there, and
Yep.
you can only delete one at a time, one flight at a time. And it's like, oh Jesus.
Yep. Yeah, I've noticed that the other day when I was, because it'll, what's weird about it too is that it'll allow you to, because generally I track, or the way at least I started doing that before they added the ability to track in different ways as far as like how you follow your the way yeah, the way you do, like the way I name the flight plans and stuff. You know, you'd have to call up the aircraft just to see all the flights under that tail number, but now it like it allows you to register the same tail number. So as like I've got the one I'm working on and I put, you know, the same tail number that I've been using on it, and it's like only shows the one flight, and I start scrolling through the aircraft list and there's like multiple copies of that tail number. I'm like, oh come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because sometimes it'll record the default tail number for the aircraft.
Right.
And you know, if you start a flight, you'll see it'll come up with the Kodiak default one.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then it'll switch to your actual tail number. But sometimes it'll record two aircraft in Volanta for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to go through and clear out all the bogus tail numbers that I don't use in there because it's just there's a ton of them. They do another one of those flights today. Just got down to Cuba last week, so
Oh, that's nice.
not too far into it, but
Yeah, it won't be long till you get to Antarctica.
oh god. Yeah, I looked at those legs on yours. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I hate water crossings so much.
It's not too bad. It's not too long, should I say? And when you get back, you get to go back up the Andes. So it's,
Right. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, this is familiar.
I'm sure I crashed here before.
Yeah, I know that scorch mark anywhere.
So is
Jesus.
Volanta like a third-party logbook type thing?
Yep.
And then you just like look at
Yeah.
everybody else's logbook and see what they do?
You
you
can't like
share it?
look at, I mean, you can't look at other people's logbook unless they like share it with you, but like it shows like traffic from anybody that's either using Volanta or like Pilot Edge or VATSIM and stuff like that, so you can see all that traffic on the map, and you can like, if they filed flight plans and stuff like that, you can click on the aircraft and you can see where they're going. It'll show you their flight plan and how long they've been in the air and all this other stuff and whatnot.
Oh, neat.
But yeah, it's just a nice little third party logbook that I like to use just to kind of visually keep track of everything.
Is it free?
Yep. It has a premium subscription that you can pay if you want like access to like real world like airline routes and things like that. But you can get that for free through Sim Toolkit Pro, which is again another third party flight tracker, kind of all in one sort of thing.
Right on.
It takes a little bit of fiddling around and kind of experimentation, kind of get it set up the way you want it, but it's not bad.
You know, I actually just wondering, on the Kodiak, only one of the wings has like a pod on it, like a fuel tank. The other doesn't.
It's a
radar.
weather radar. Yeah, weather radar.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. And it couldn't be a fuel tank. That would cause massive imbalance.
No, it's weather radar pod.
Which is in op at
Yeah,
the
I wonder
moment.
if there was something wrong with my sim and it was only rendered on one side of the plane, but I guess, yeah, there really is only one.
Yeah, no.
There's a little placard that says do not operate with someone within 10 feet of that, I think.
Oh, it's awful warm in here. With walking in front of the...
Yeah. Warning: do not operate radar with personnel within 10 feet of pod dome.
Yeah.
So if I had it, I would definitely be switching it on as I'm taxiing in.
But I'd figure that they'd have to balance the weight somehow, or the drag, or for that matter. Because the drag might be unequal.
It's fairly aerodynamic, and it's quite,
Yeah.
the actual units are quite light anyway.
Yeah.
So when I was up in Kodiak working on the C-130s, you'd put them nose to nose in the hangar, and one of the guys, we had a crew that was working the 7-day inspection, and the other airplane, someone put power on it and didn't check the radar, so it was sweeping back and forth while these guys were working on the plane in front of them. I was like,
My
oh,
God.
maybe you need to turn the gain up. And, oh, look, the radar's working. So I'm not sure what the reproductive rate was for those guys that was working on that airplane before.
Nil, probably.
One of the guys that I used to work with on my doing avionics and stuff, he's a former Air Force guy. He said they used to wear little, almost like
lead cups.
No,
lead underpants.
no, it's like they used to wear like a little light, like that would almost like a fluorescent bulb that would, if you walked in front of an active radar, it would light up.
Oh.
Yeah, there's lots of reports from Waddington of people coming back to their cars to find that they're absolutely dead because of
oh Jesus!
Some of the aircraft with the ECM pods and things, you know, doing tests or things like that, and they just literally fry electronics from that kind of range.
Speaking of, there's a funny story that all these Mazdas in Washington State that tuned to 94.9 FM had all their infotainment systems fried one time.
Talk about
I think that because it was like HD radio, which displays like the song title and artist title, and then it displayed certain characters that caused like an infinite feedback loop in the computer, and it fried their system.
Ooh.
Wow.
4X-Ray, sorry for interrupting. Sorry for being late. I'm here with you guys.
Hey.
No worries.
No worries, man. All good.
Oh, we're around the midway point now.
Almost.
Well,
I've been waiting for this all week, and then it got screwed.
Well, I mean, if you want to set down early, there is a plateau kind of down in this valley that looks perfect for anyone, but otherwise we can push on another 10 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, time-wise, we're not there yet, but as far as the light goes.
Yeah, I'm just kind of scoping out possible locations to set down for Midway, that's all.
This mountain peak on the left.
Negative. I've just checked
Negative Ghost Rider.
Yeah, negative Ghost Rider.
The mountain is full.
You know, we were talking about Barrow earlier, Uktiavik, or is it how it's really called now?
Right.
But there's trees in Barrow in this sim, and I'm like, yeah, don't you think they should have realized that the trees don't grow that far north? And I'm like,
yeah, they need to.
I
Couple
thought they
of spots they need to fix a little.
put a
bit.
lot of work into the trees being accurate in this sim. I even have Rex accuracy season, but
No,
still
it's
trees.
just it's all AI generated and stuff. So if it picks up something wonky that it thinks is a tree line up on the mountains, it's just gonna throw it up there.
They've got a real nice freeware third-party air scenery for that airfield. I mean, to me it looks like payware quality that's free. And if you go up there in the 737 or an Airbus, it's like, so I can't see anything because the snow squall moved in here and it's a half a mile visibility. So yeah,
Yep.
back to Fairbanks.
Really, they do that? They just go right back to Fairbanks if they can't land? Yeah, they probably have to.
Yep. Yeah, they'll just head back to Fairbanks and try it again the next day.
Yeah. They can't do an ILS, so I guess they don't have a high enough quality ILS to be able to land blind.
Yeah, you typically cats 2 and 3 non-existent, and then most of it's just your basic ILS and localizer combination. So it's you got to at least figure out enough to where, yeah, we're below minimum, so let's not even give it a try.
Right.
I did have a nice flight this last week. I went up to St. Paul Island out in the Bering Sea. I had to go out and do an airline station inspection, and that sea ice is pretty impressive. It wasn't solid, but it looked like if you get like a chocolate shake and then you kind of mix in the whipped cream and you kind of have that swirl effect to it. But I'd hate to ditch out there. That look awful cold.
Yeah, no kidding.
You probably have a raft.
Yeah, I was on a Dash 8 100, and they had 2 rafts in the compartment. The one thing I didn't like about that, though, was a high-wing airplane. When you ditch, it's kind of like you're already behind the power curve because you got to crawl out of the thing as it's already sinking. So I'm more of a low-wing guy when it comes to ditching.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 engines at least, so your chance of that happening is not as great.
Yeah.
What, do you have experience with ditching?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. You probably wouldn't do that in a 1-engine plane flying out there.
No, you did. That's
do
pretty
it.
far out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll definitely do it.
funny enough, when I was in Hawaii going between islands, I wanted to take Mokulele, but then my girlfriend said, "No way, I'm not flying in that kite." She called it a kite, the 208s they use. Would have been more convenient though, because it's like a different part of the airport. It's a lot faster.
Yeah.
To get in there and out. But at least the regular 717 jets were actually cheaper anyway.
I haven't flown on a 717, and I don't even know who's even still operating those.
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian
Go between the islands.
American.
American still operates 717?
I think so.
God, I thought they retired all those on the mainland.
I saw one on Flight Radar 24 yesterday.
Really? Wow. Midwest used to fly them exclusively here out of Milwaukee.
Well, I think that it originally was the MD-95, but it was because McDonnell Douglas developed it, and it became the Boeing 717. I think ValueJet, was pioneered them as well.
And Transair as well.
It's getting a little bumpy up here, guys. Just
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're into the cloud bank, so just give yourself plenty of space. Yeah. At least if you don't have synthetic vision.
Oh, pedo.
Jesus. Yeah, it is bad. Oh my god. It's like I'm inside a paint shaker. Oh my god.
Sorry, it clears as soon as you get over the summit.
Yeah, I see that. Jeez, man, that was rough. Oh my god.
Okay, there's a clearing on the river directly below me. That's a potential spot.
Yeah, I'd say we're close enough now. Might as well just. It looks good. Let's.
Hey
head
guys.
north. Yes.
Hey Deanne, guess what time it is?
Man, don't even.
Stick.
It
Good
sure
stick.
is.
Good stick.
It sure is, buddy. Everybody, engines off. Find a landing spot for your halfway point.
Oh, dude.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Did that for you,
Shit,
buddy.
you-
Did that for you.
Thanks, buddy.
You got it, man.
Well, hopefully everybody's above this this spot here, because I wouldn't want to be in the clouds back there.
I might have screwed myself a little bit on that, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think you might have called that a bit early.
Well, I was trying to get the most of you in that
Still
general
gonna chop
spot.
back here.
Yeah, I'm gonna land
Yeah,
on
good luck.
this side of the mountain because I'm not making it over that
crud.
side.
I'm going down into this. I think I'm a little screwed.
Hey,
If you
man.
don't want to-
You're not screwed unless
If you can get through that saddle back there to your right, you'll be
Oh, there's
okay.
a riverbank.
I
I
made
mean,
it.
I turn crashes off not because I'm a pussy, but I think the detection system in this game, like if you even touch
Yep.
a puddle and then it says you've hit the water and you're back to the menu.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's recommended for
Yeah.
this group of
And we all
flyers.
fly with crash detection on.
Holy crap, that's bumpy.
Oh, there
Oh
we go.
man, of
I'm
course.
good.
Now the clouds are rolling over the peaks here and coming down into the valleys. I'm
Which
trying.
way? Where I'm at now is
Oh
great. But
god. Yeah, if you guys can get over the ridge there and come down into this valley, you should be okay, because there's a...
Don't think we are gonna make it.
Nope.
Not over the top of that.
Well, that was a fun little stop.
I think there's fuel out here. I have
I'm
10
down.
gallons left.
Hey, where's y'all's hot list at?
It just siphoned something, you know.
4X, I'm down in a valley, I think south of you guys. I was behind you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have visual on you. You must be on the other side of the ridge there.
Where were most of you anyway?
I'm still
I thought
looking for-
I saw you, Lux, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm next to the river. I think I'm northwest of you.
I think I'll be
Man,
What?
down by the river.
landing with Railer somewhere.
AK's in the river.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
I'm
That's
swimming. I hate it when I lost my synthetic vision.
I think I got down.
I'm taking this spot.
Ah!
Yeah, that's why I like the Kit Fox so much. I love the gravel, but having that synthetic vision is really nice in the mountains.
I'm thinking about getting it actually. I just don't know if it's fast enough. But yeah, I heard they I mean, the second Kit Fox that you mean, right? The first one was a disaster.
Yeah, the one that just got put out is really, really good. It's really nice.
Shit, I'm gonna
Definitely worth
go on a shopping spree, especially if they're donating money to Ukraine for buying on the marketplace.
I would
get it through
Orbex.
Orbix if you can, because the marketplace tends to take quite a while to update.
That's a good point. Yeah, but sometimes you have to like if this. Do you play the stagger wing? That's not like.
Yeah, the stagger
Yeah,
wing, there's not much you
stagger
can
wing.
do about, but... Alright, down and good. Oh, fuel. There she goes.
All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to leave you midpoint.
Oh.
Thanks for coming, man.
Alright,
It's
I
always good to
gotta
see you again.
figure out where you guys are
Good to
at.
have you.
See you. Hopefully, see you next week.
Yes,
Take it
sir.
easy.
Care, buddy.
Will do.
Take care, Regulus.
Yep. See you later.
Have a good one.
Take care. Bye bye.
We
I
need
wish-
more people.
We're stopping here, are we?
Stopping here for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
See you back at 10 after.
Boy, getting out of here is gonna be fun.
Copy.
Yeah, copy.
Oh,
that.
have fun, guys.
Alright, take it easy, man.
Take it easy.
Really need more people on the transmitter.
Yeah. If I get the paid version of the GTX Zen 750, does it actually show the other players like on the map?
No.
No.
It's
So-
not.
FS limitation.
They would have won my business right now if you said yes.
Um,
Little
It's an-
nav map will show you the other players.
oh, yeah, Yeah, if you use the little nav map with the transponder, you can see everybody.
Yeah, not with front for me. I'm in VR.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's the one thing like that keeps me from flying VR for these. I mean, other than streaming it, is I can't see little
You
net
should do it
maps.
anyway. It's really, really
I know.
immersive.
Yeah, I have VR. I've done it before. I can't stream in VR on my setup.
So that
Cannot
is, I
handle it.
don't. That's the problem. The way that VR is in this game, like Steam VR games, I could just totally record, and it would actually show it in 2D and it would be presentable to an
Well,
audience. But this is
Stream
different.
Streamlabs can do it just fine. It can show it in a 2D view. It's just my computer is not capable of handling running the
Yeah,
game in VR and streaming it at the same time.
correct. Yeah, if you want to mirror the screen, that would take a lot of resources. That's
Yeah, it's a bit tough on a 1080 to do that. So I can play it in VR or I can play it in 2D and stream it, but I cannot play it in VR and stream it at the same
I
time.
think that's for everyone. I'm trying to find where you guys are at. I want to say I'm directly north of the waypoint Lapham, and I would say east, northeast of OD45C. Heading 307.
What, man?
I'm out of here too, guys. You guys have a good night or day or whatever.
Sounds good. You too.
See
Is
you around.
there an airport I can set a course to?
We'll give you a longitude, latitude.
Can't wait until this time changes, so go back to being able to complete flights before I have to go to work. All right, later, guys.
See ya. Do you
Bye.
want a
See ya.
latitude, longitude? Because I can give you that. Yay, nay.
Closest airport is 20 miles out, so.
Or add me in the sim. You can spawn on me.
Well, I meant the next airport we're heading to, even though that might be a while.
That is our destination airport.
Yeah, that's the final.
November Zulu Golf Echo.
December what? Golf?
November Zulu Mike Romeo.
Mike Romeo.
That's our destination. The
Murchison, right?
Yeah, but that's our destination. The closest airport to our location is November Zulu Oscar Foxtrot. It's a small.
I think Golf Echo is a little bit closer, 5
Is it?
miles, give or take.
A
few miles, I think.
about the same.
Well,
almost.
I've been to these places in real life. I should just guess where you would want to fly from my experience there, but
Either one, you're gonna be equidistant. It looks like. Golf Echo might be a little bit closer, but
Yeah, it's not much difference though.
not a huge difference.
right. But I would only go to the nearest airport if you guys were gonna reconvene there. But I don't think you want to do that, so just keep going.
I mean, you could make your way from Golf Echo to Waypoint 1.
Problem is,
Meet
I
up there.
didn't load the flight plan, but next flight I will. I just first time with this group.
Yeah, no
But
problem.
I know you guys had already started, but next flight I'll definitely get a plan going.
If you
Like heading 50 from Golf Echo, you'll kind of end up at Waypoint 1 after 20-ish mile.
That
20-ish
good
miles.
because I'm heading 01 through 2, but I'm east of that airport, so I should intercept that anyway.
Once we take off, you should see our name tags.
Yeah, we're not far now.
What's your name tag in the sim?
Rail or WKA?
What's that?
You're asking for name tag in the sim. It's Railer.
Oh, you landed with us. I followed you down into this valley on the dead stick.
Yeah, I know. I just took. Well, I ended up like circling around, landing facing north, and took back off.
Ah, yes, we're doing a 10-minute break here.
Oh, you guys are taking a break.
Yeah, we do that every flight. We do a 1 hour into it, 10-minute break for those to get more coffee, use the facilities.
Greymouth. All right.
For when your coffee's empty and your bladder's full. Hey, there you went. I just saw Hardcat go over.
I don't forget why in this GTN 1050 there's no direct to option. There's gotta be. So I'll head to Greymouth then.
Waypoint 1 is, you know where Mount Ajax is? I guess you can't really see that in the sim, can you?
I've just found you on Little Nav Map Dragons. You really weren't going to make it, were you?
No. I was not gonna make it. Started getting those downdrafts, and I was figuring I'd best turn around and find something than try and make it over the top.
Oh well, you're down safe.
Baron 2829 is cruising. Says he's in a kit fox, but I don't know if I believe that. Oof. Saw that.
Can't see anything, man. How am I
I
supposed to land?
totally saw that.
I lagged.
Flying like a nut. Wouldn't expect anything less.
Wayland just went over, and DN just went over.
You're having a nice picnic out there, Rexpo.
Nice little spot, eh?
Yeah.
If I can get out of here, it'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be alright if you head downstream.
That looks solid. That looks solid.
Yeah, if you head down Rexpo, it straightens out. There's a lot more room.
I'll be airborne by the time I get to the tree line. I'm in the monster cup. So.
Oh, well, that's vertical takeoff anyway, right?
Yep. Pretty much.
Great job.
Alright, everyone ready to... I mean, y'all mostly are in the air. I just have to catch up now. Oof. Oh,
So
what
can you like
heck?
with a stagger wing? Could you actually navigate, or you have to like use a VOR to VOR?
Dead reckoning, brother.
Not sure.
Sounds like one of you's flown it.
I've been meaning to pick it up. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
I mean, you always just use the VFR map with your flight plan. It doesn't even have autopilot anyway.
Yeah, so do I.
But it does have a navigation system. I gotta learn to do that VOR to VOR stuff. It's fun.
Jeez, man, it is bumpy.
I was gonna say, I'm about to lose my cookies.
No, I just bought those from the Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Not the Thin Mints.
Sacrificial.
If I can ever find a place to turn here, I'll be along, guys.
Just give her the nos and straight up.
That's a thought.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that. Hey, hello. There we go. Jesus.
NOS engaged. Get me over this ridge line. Yep, that did it.
Does anyone know when the whale comes out?
The what?
This new flying boat.
Oh, no.
The what? Oh, the
It's a Dornier flying boat called the Whale, or the Wal in German, actually.
Interesting.
It's I think it's a 30s flying boat in a pull-push configuration. It's supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out with the Iberia update, but I think it's been delayed.
Thought I saw it delayed till the 28th.
So it's like, was it one of the local legends sort of deal things?
I think so.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah, I remember seeing that in one of the dev videos or whatever the heck it was. I remember seeing that.
I've just lost altitude control on the NXI as well now. It's holding a heading. I can dial in a VS, but it's not following it.
Interesting. That's really weird.
Yeah, I had that before. It just won't hold.
They call it Skynet.
Must have been a bug that got introduced with the latest
Yeah,
update for the NXI, I guess. I don't know.
Won't even do a heading. It won't even do an altitude hold.
If you turn off the autopilot and the flight director and then come back in again, will it pick it up?
Good shout. Give that a try. Oh, I'm just going to stall out first. Hang on.
Don't do that.
Sure, you got your GoPros then.
The only issue that I've had with the Kodiak lately is doing. I had to do a lot of dead sticks on the BLL stuff, and I had it not want to come out of low idle mode. So you'd go as soon as you'd go to go into high idle, it immediately kill the engine. Could not get it to. So I mean, it would start fine and everything in low idle, like it normally would. But yeah, the moment you try to, I mean, you could still take off, but you're losing out on that RPM range on there.
Yeah, that happened to me the other day as well.
In the Kodiak?
Yep.
Yeah, thankfully I've only had it happen once, but I was like, wow, this is super annoying.
What are you using for a controller?
Oh no, I'm just on a gamepad right now. But I mean, I mouse over the like the throttle controls and stuff like that to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Kill the flight director and then re-enable, and then it'll VS. That's weird. Good shout.
Yeah.
I've had that happen too with the autopilot trying to just kill me before, but that's been like a problem that's been kind of intermittent for almost the last year, where you'll go to engage the autopilot and it'll like trim all the way forward or something like that, or go into a hard roll and you have to go in and disable the flight director and re-enable. That usually fixes it. Or I've had to go into slew mode and back out to fix it. It's weird.
Well, there's nothing like bringing an avionics technician with you on these trips to give you those suggestions on getting your autopilot back.
Yeah. Well, you were saying you're trying to use the NXI with the Kodiak. I was, as I was saying earlier, I couldn't use altitude hold mode or something. I mean, I could use vertical speed, but so I could just use that to fly, but like I can't set an altitude. Unless there's something different I have to do with the NXI.
That's what he was just having issues with. You have to disable the flight director and re-enable it, and it seemed to work again.
Yeah, I'm not having any problems with setting altitude though. If I spin
Oh yeah, he won't. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, if you spin the knob on the dash, then at the top of the altitude tape, it should show you the bug.
Yeah, but it's not showing me the bug. That's the thing.
It's really weird.
Is there anything else I have to like update with the NXI or with the Kodiak?
Have you updated to the latest NXI? Because it was released a few week or so ago.
Oh, I just downloaded it from the marketplace. That's where it was.
Yeah, but have you downloaded the update?
You put out an update this past week.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if you download it from the marketplace, it should download the latest version. But
Not all the time. It
again.
doesn't. Well, when did you
Check
download it?
Last night, I think.
Oh, then then it's current. Yeah.
That's the latest one.
Yeah, no,
Are you flying a custom livery?
Not really, no. I mean, it's not game breaking. I can just fly with vertical speed and then just turn it to 0 when I get to my altitude I want it. But it still lets me do that.
The guys in the gravels are like, what's an autopilot?
Yeah, I don't see anything auto in this cockpit.
For me, it's just the wind.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're still on break time, or you're still heading to Murchison?
We're heading to Murchison now.
All right. I'm at Greymouth. I'm gonna head to Murchison now. I guess I'll just reconvene there. All right.
You said you're at
55 miles.
Greymouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
No, I'll hightail. I got plenty of fuel.
Yeah, we're like 47 nautical miles.
Oh,
From
I'm 55.
Greymouth.
Oh, from Greymouth? You mean you passed it 47 miles ago?
No, we're almost directly east of it right now. About yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll just find you in Murchison.
Well, that's our final stop. So.
Right, but I'm saying that's probably where I'm gonna meet you then.
Yeah, I mean I can see you off in the well. I did see it. Yeah, I see it behind us.
Just gonna hightail it to Murchison then. Still should be a pretty scenic flight no matter what.
Oh yeah.
And I also noticed that the GTN just says, when I turn on autopilot, it just says AP. It doesn't show you what autopilots I have on, even though it works.
Are you... Wait a minute. So are you trying to use... When you say GTN, are you trying to use the GTN 750 in the Kodiak?
That's correct, yeah.
Isn't there a bug between the 750 and the NXI? Where you can only use one or the other, or otherwise you have all sorts of weird issues?
That's probably what would be happening, but I mean, everything more or less works. It just works a little differently than it should.
And I would call it.
I definitely got to use my GTN 750 because I mean the default, it's like it's not as good. Well, for the map it is, and the navigation. Obviously, for the NXI, it's much better.
Yeah, I think there's some conflicting issues between the NXI and the 750. So I never use the 750 when I'm flying the Kodiak because there's weird issues between the two.
So that's probably what I'm experiencing.
More than likely,
anybody that's having problems with the NXI, that's generally what it is if they're using the other one also.
Yeah, I took the 750 off because of the clash.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The only problem is I just can't put an altitude. But I mean, if I could just vertical speed it and then turn the vertical speed off, it still works. Although I guess it's not I guess that's how a real airplane would be. You set an altitude, but you just don't go to the altitude. Just turn your vertical speed to 0. You're just the same as maintaining it.
Yeah, you'll have to manually chase it around a little bit, but DN's going for the river run down there.
Oh yeah.
You have to climb hard when you come around that bend, though. Gets into a dead end there.
Well, I noticed that a lot of these user points are very close together, so I assume it's a contrived route.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll dip down at waypoint 2 down into the valley there and chase that around. It looks like that'll take us basically right to Murchison. Looks like the valley's pretty much, that river valley's open the whole way there. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Does anyone ever fly the F-35 Lightning?
Not yet. I bought it and I've yet to fly it.
You've still not broken the seal?
No, I have not. I just haven't found a moment where I'm like, you know what I'm gonna fly? I'm gonna fly the F-35.
And
I mean, you just take out from Reno Stead and then a half hour later just appear in Lower Loon Creek and just VTOL it down. It's there's nothing else like it.
Yeah, I know. I need to do it. I just also lost everyone.
yeah, had that the other day. That it's a little bit of issue with multiplayer skipping a little bit, but it seems to come back relatively fast, not compared to how it was a few months ago where you'd lose everybody for like 20 minutes.
So just saying, Dragon, that's because you're with a group of the Lost Planet Airmen. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of airmen, we thought we trained you better. When you buy a new airplane, don't let it just sit in the hangar. You gotta take that thing
I
out.
know.
Hangar Queen.
I bought it thinking, well, I bought it because I'm in another server and everyone else there bought it, and we were gonna do like group flights and like apparently we were gonna do an air show or something, and then we never did, never practiced, never. So I bought it and I was like, well, I don't have anyone to fly it with, and I don't really have any. Like I didn't buy it for me necessarily. I bought it for the group to do group flies, and now I'm like, I don't know. I think it's a gorgeous aircraft and I love it. I just
haven't had the chance to really do
haven't
much
really
with it.
had the chance to do much with it.
Yeah, it's definitely it's one of those that's kind of on my list to get, but it's like I don't foresee myself flying it very much. So it's
And that's kind of me with this new Goose. Like I love the way it sounds and I love the way it looks. I just don't know if I would fly it that much. So I don't know if I can convince myself that I need it.
Sure sounds good though.
I really wish it was the later model with the fold-up pontoons, because later on they made it so they kind of folded up into the wingtips a little bit, so made it a little bit more aerodynamic and stuff. I don't know. I don't like them hanging down static like that, but it's a cool aircraft. I actually read a guy had kind of a what the hell was his name now? Bill Rose, I think was his name. Had a meat packing empire out of Chicago. A guy was in his like mid to late 90s, had a bunch of like gorgeous old aircraft, and he had a Goose that we did work on his helicopter and stuff, but every once in a while he'd drop by with some of his other toys. And
he wasn't Italian, was he?
No. No.
Meat packing Chicago.
Right, yeah, exactly. Like, really? Yeah. No, he bought a brand new Bell. What was that? Was it a 206? I think it was just a 206 from the factory, and it was all black with red accents on it. And he brought it to us. He was like, "I want it repainted." We're like, "What?" He's like, "Want it repainted." We're like, "It's brand new." And he's like, "It's black. At my age, black reminds me of death." Like, okay.
Do you want it white then?
Yeah. It ended up being blue, like a blue with the like the sparkle blue paint, and it was like a real deep blue too. It was gorgeous, and I think it either had white or red accents in it. But yeah, it was just funny. It's like, black reminds me of death. It's funny.
So, how about the H-135? You've had the chopper?
Oh, I
yeah,
love
it's good. The 145 is really good, but the 135 is fine too. It's
about
nice
getting it.
for freeware.
Yeah, I mean, but just on that note, I'm actually with my other flight group. We're trying to kind of revitalize it. The FS multiplayer hub. We've got a few guys. We're flying to the Hamptons. Actually, we're gonna try and act like we're billionaires, you know.
Nice.
135 is gonna do that at about 1830. Is that right? Yeah, 1830 Zulu today.
Nice.
Yeah. No, they've done a really good job with those aircraft. I worked on both the 135 and 145 for about 12 years. And yeah, they've done a really good job of recreating both of those airframes.
Oh yeah. I don't know if the difficulty of flying them is realistic in this game yet, but it's definitely fun to fly.
The thing about those aircraft is that they're dumbed down in a sense, because all the automation and stuff in them. I mean, not to say that flying helicopters is easy now by any means, but there's a lot of, the systems do a lot of dampening and whatnot to keep the pilots from like overcorrecting and things like that, you know, so it's a lot easier to hover them and whatnot.
Yeah, I think they sort of like do those systems because they have like the 3 difficulty settings, so you can obviously make it easier for you. Yeah, but I don't. I usually play on the advanced setting because I know how to fly them.
Yeah, tried the helicopters, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, never really got the hang of it. Ended up all over the place and decided to stick with fixed wing.
Yeah, it's basically like trying to balance on the tip of a needle, basically, is how it.
Yeah.
A lot of helicopter pilots describe it.
Yeah, they say there's not as much money and jobs in flying helicopters as fixed wing planes anyway. So it's like, what's the point?
It probably depends on where you're going and what you're doing, I suppose. There's a lot of, especially out in like the oil rigs and stuff like that, you know, it's probably a decent amount of money in them guys flying back and forth out to the rigs and whatnot, but...
Oh, there is, but it's just niche. I mean, you think that if helicopters were the way to explore the backcountry, I mean, Trent Palmer, another company, would be flying those and not bush planes, but...
The other thing about helicopters, though, unless you're basically independently wealthy, it's incredibly hard to insure them as a private citizen. They're ungodly expensive. Like, most insurers are fine with people with fixed wing stuff, but the moment you go, yeah, I'm gonna buy a helicopter and fly it, it's like your insurance rates just go through the roof, basically.
I mean, if you want to watch influencers with helicopters, like I Fly Heli, Heavy D Sparks, those guys, they fly helicopters, and you know.
Haven't drones made helis a little more obsolete? Because back in the day, like helicopters, what you needed for those aerial shots, but now you just can fly drones to capture them.
Kind of. Sometimes. Yeah. It depends. I wish I had a helicopter. I wish I had a helicopter in my last drone shoot. It would have made things a lot easier, but.
I've never been a fan.
Going vertical.
Million parts going in a million different directions.
Yeah.
You need 3 hands to fly it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you remember the FSX days where they had helicopters in the base game, and then like they came out with a mod to make helicopters more realistic, and it basically humbled every helicopter pilot in that sim. I was like, holy shit, I really don't know how to fly helicopters for real. And I wonder if the same's gonna happen to this sim at some point.
I'm sure it'll still be kind of. It's not. I mean, it probably is not going to be. Well, I guess I haven't ever flown. I haven't done any DCS stuff. I don't know how accurate their flight models are over there, but.
I mean, well, I have flown the Robinson a couple of times, but you have to like go into Airline FS and like the program and turn it on each time, and I haven't really flown it in a while. But yeah, that's a lot tougher to fly than the 135.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, helicopters also were never really really interesting. I always preferred fixed wing anyway, so.
Coming back
for me, I can live with that.
Yeah.
And, I hammerheaded it down at the end of this valley, and the engine cut.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
As I was coming back to you guys, I was like, I don't have any throttle here.
Weird.
Yeah, really weird. Yeah, it's full shutdown.
Maybe our dead sticks are okay. I mean, you know, regardless of where you're at. I mean,
y'all came out of that last one alive.
That's just weird that it would stall out like that.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten any of y'all back except for Rayler.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really strange. Let me see if I can see you. Yeah, I see you back there.
Yeah, I see you too.
Yeah, I'm still 23 miles out. I'm heading 012.
I should see DN right below me, but I do not.
I see you on the little map map. Hang on, let me go external.
So I've been following you, but.
Maybe if you can identify myself as well, that I can reconvene. That'd be good.
I got you dragons 2,800 feet above me and slightly behind.
Yep.
That's weird.
You're not seeing aircraft, or you're not seeing aircraft and tags.
Yep. Aircraft and tags. None of that, except for Rayler.
That's so weird.
Well, I might be a lot closer to your location. I might be why.
No, I'm right above DN.
Not
Yeah,
for long.
Rayler's closer over towards the kind of, he left by the coast, so he's, I don't know where he'd be in relation to us right now.
Yeah, you're decent distance. You should see
That's the
DN.
one thing I wish that they would add to people's name tags. I wish it would give a distance too, like altitude and distance.
Well, yeah, it should be an option where you should be able to fade it the further away they are, or
Right.
color code it or something like that.
Yeah. Just
I,
to kind of
I would like to be able to like change, like if I'm a friend of you in Sim, it's a different color.
Yeah.
Just so like I can, if I'm flying somewhere, there's a bunch of names, I can pick you out from a crowd. Once those name tags all stack on top of each other, it's kind of impossible.
I mean, because, yeah, I mean, people can show up, like, I don't know, what's the max distance that you can see name tags at? It's a decent ways off. Cause
Yeah, 30, 40 miles at least, I think.
Because I was down, when I was doing that Cuba leg, I was seeing people flying up by the Keys. I could see name tags, so. Because otherwise it's just open water there, and I could tell that they were landing places, and there's nothing between where I was at and Florida, so.
Did you go to Vinales? So the mountain range is pretty cool.
No, I'm just out on the coast right now.
Yeah, once you've done Cuba, you'll appreciate how big it is.
Right. Yeah.
I thought it was just a little island, you know.
Right. Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
I think it's the width of Texas, pretty much.
I mean, that
Cuba?
seven continents opened my eyes about a lot of things that I thought I knew.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Yemen is actually pretty mountainous. I thought it was just like desert and warfare and war zones. There's a lot of mountains in Yemen.
I mean, Iraq
Yeah.
is basically Utah.
Well, I mean, we just got through Afghanistan, and I mean, I knew Afghanistan was mountainous in certain places, but it's just like, holy crap, man.
Is that the BLL journey you're talking about, or?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in that too. I like to see more of you in the voice chat. There's only like a few of us in the voice channel every time, but yeah, we're in India, Nepal now.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was telling these guys earlier. I was like, there's definitely, well, especially that last, were you on Thursday's flight?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that was great.
That last airport we stopped at is just incredible.
Oh yeah, the approach. Oh my god, like northern India. That was nice. I'm trying to see. I think you should just go right to Nepal, and then they might try to go to New Delhi on Monday. I hope.
I can't remember where we're stopping on Monday.
I would think
it
they would
Lucknow?
start going into. That's the goal, but they were talking about detouring to see New Delhi, but
They
I
might.
don't know if there's
I
that
don't know.
much to see. I hope they don't, because if they do that, I'm gonna miss Lukla. I'm on vacation when that happens. If they do that, but if they don't, then I should be able to see Lukla with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I know because Jur is not able to fly on Mondays as much anymore, so I think that's why they're potentially might be detouring to New Delhi, so he can be on the Lukla flight. But I don't know. We'll see what Carbon posts for the updated flight plan.
Yeah, but you won't see New Delhi anyway because all the Indian cities are under.
Right, yeah.
I was there in the seven continents tour, and every single Indian airport, it was no, we can't lie here. It's IFR all the time. There was no way, and hilarious.
Yeah.
And yet it was beautifully clear between all the airports.
Yeah, it was only the cities themselves.
Yeah, exactly. It's nuts.
Now I have no tags, no players.
Oh no.
I am
That's so odd.
You're definitely here.
Do all on my own.
Have you tried switching servers?
Yeah, I just did that.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Are you using any label mods?
Yes, sir.
Try hitting your backspace key.
I've been doing that for the past 10 minutes.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
sometimes.
So weird.
Coming up on Lux. Too close for missiles, switching to guns.
Daka, daka, daka.
Rolling down the window.
Too close for guns, going to spitballs.
Going to middle finger.
That's it.
Oh, Lux is going low. He's going low. He's not going to make it.
Oh. Evasive maneuvers.
Yeah.
Pull up Porkins. Reload.
Watch out for those towers.
Intensify aft reflector shields.
Yeah.
Oh, power
Got a
lines.
hill to go over here, guys.
Ooh, more power lines.
Still see Railer, but none of y'all.
Yeah, that's really strange.
I'm only 4 miles out to Murchison.
Yep. Roughly 8
I
miles out.
just saw his name tag over the peak there, and then it disappeared again.
Where you guys heading to?
Murchison, NZMR, and we're about 8. Oh, I'm 8 miles out. The rest of them are probably somewhere less than that. And that's our destination for today.
Destination. That will be it for today.
So next Saturday, I guess it's North Islands then?
I don't know.
I think we make it to the North Island. That's our destination is North Island, but yes.
Ah.
Says the man who hasn't done the flight plan yet, obviously.
Boy, we'll plan the next one. I'm just helping advise it.
Well, I've been here already, and I know that. Oh, I finally see someone going into Murchison. Oh, I see 2 of you. Wow. Well, that good timing. I'm here at 9 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock actually.
Yeah, I see you. You're at my 12 o'clock.
I think it's 30 to 12, so I'm gonna.
Ah, there it is. Hard to
I
spot, guys.
I would have actually probably already been on the ground if I didn't realize I had my flaps down for a part of this leg.
Hey, you guys are you're in luck. Will likes to find and pick the easy to spot international airports. I had to like tell him to, slow the roll, maybe pick some grass strips, but I told him we don't really mess with asphalt here on this.
We don't really
I
do
don't like
that. That's not our thing.
Really?
This is concrete, but it's a small airport. Yeah, you're right. I don't really like what these. I mean, I know with the BLL flights, you land at these huge international airports, man, because there's just no other option. But
I know.
It's not how it's supposed to be.
It's like have to find parking out on the ramp and then taxi for like 5 minutes to get down to the rest of the group.
Ah.
We've got lots of fields here.
You were in reverse long before you hit the grass.
Absolutely. The only way to roll.
Wait,
Sounded
where are we
good, though.
supposed to land?
Right
I
here.
don't even see the darn thing. I think I just passed it.
I
Yeah, you
darn
just
anyone.
roll to the top.
It was hard to spot at first.
Swinging behind Rexpo here.
Don't follow me, I'm lost.
We lost together. It's okay.
There you go. You bring coffee?
Always. Got a big old
Good.
thermos.
We're good. Well, I hope that's a runway.
Yeah, it's loosely defined.
I'm just gonna follow you in because I cannot get. Oh, you know, I think I've been to this airport in this game at least, and I. Oh shoot, that's it. It said concrete on my GTN. Oh, I was misled.
Nice.
Concrete here.
Oh, watch that hill on the end there.
Yeah, how about that?
I gotta
It's a
declare
ski
missed
jump.
again. And
I thought about diverting to the bridge. I thought about it. I almost did.
What now? I'm sorry.
Keep
Where?
coming, Dragon. You're getting there.
I'm too high. Maybe. Nice if I could see y'all.
We're at the
Oh
end of the
my
runway.
gosh, I see you. You've appeared. I don't know if that's the runway, but I'm landing on it.
That's it.
You did that? Yep, it did.
Can you guys see Techno's plane?
I do see it. Yep. I did see it anyway when I pulled in. Alright, shutting down.
Curious if y'all can see my liveries.
Oh, are you flying a custom livery, or are you?
Gravel, and I'm not sure. I think I got one little pack of liveries for the gravel. That's it. Everybody has.
Yeah, if you're flying the Expedition Earth livery, the orange and gray one.
Yeah, I'm in a monster assault right now.
I think I see it. I'm gonna back up because yeah, no, I see it in the gravel.
Guess I need to hurry up and get that kit box.
Yeah, Kit Fox is really nice. Definitely worth the buy.
doesn't really go that fast though. I don't think.
Well, with the Stage 2 mod, it does. There's several engine mods for it, so that's the only reason why many of us can keep up. Is
What the hell is that thing doing? Holy shoot! And then someone has an F-18.
Photography.
That's what you might see me in tomorrow. Well, maybe not. You know, seeing a lot of generics here. I mean, what are you guys in? I see like at least 4 Bonanzas. Well, you guys are in
Kit
Tailbreaker.
Foxes. A lot of Kit Foxes here.
A few monster
Alright.
cubs, or
Well, you'll probably
monster
see me in that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
So where did you buy Orbix or not?
Yeah, Orbix Central is the best place to get it.
Sounds good. I'll give it a check out. But yeah, anyways, if any of you guys are free, 18 to 30 Zulu do the helicopter flight in the FS multiplayer hub. If not, I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, take care, everyone.
Hey
Yeah.
guys,
Cheers.
see you next week.
Take it easy.
See
See
you
ya.
all next week.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Be around, gentlemen. Have a good week.